This is a channel for solo uh, role-playing games, playthroughs. I'd rather do reviews, but I think maybe starting off, because I have so much stuff, playing this would be good. That's kind of how this all accumulated. I got something in, and I have other hobbies, and it seems like those items get shipped quick, and it always seems like this is always a little bit of a delayed response, and then I'm on to something else, and the initial thrill is gone. So, anyhow, good reference. The only reason that's there is just to give people a heads up. This is a solo channel, but I did want to go through a stack of stuff. Back in 1981, I played BX, Dungeons D&D BX, and played one session. My friends thought it was odd. We never played again, and hold on. And yeah, all that was left for me was the fantasy trip that was in my local bookstore by, I think it was Metagaming at that time, and I think they went to court over that. And Steve Jackson, I believe, created it. I just had Melee, and I played the adventure that I could find. I think there was about 3 or 4 in my little rural area that I could get a hold of, and then that was pretty much the end of my role playing until a couple of years ago when I started playing online. But I want to go over this one eventually. This is just a stack of stuff that I plan to do in the future. So yeah, this is one of them. The fantasy trip doesn't get much love. This one, Beyond Corny Grown, have these cards with it. I need to keep these together. Corny Grown was kind of like a map drawing adventure game, but you'd have to do some fighting. And anyhow, this is beyond that. It has like a bestiary, more art, couple tales in the book, so you can put your bookmark there. But yeah, I'm gonna play that. That's eventually gonna happen. It's a pretty heavy tome, but I believe you can play this one solo. I think it kind of uses Morkborg and all the rules light stuff. This one is a complete system by Alex. Is it Alex T. Black Oath? Is that his company? I'm always drawn to these, but then I just never get around to playing them. But this one I think I will. Geek Gamers. I like her channel. I believe she really enjoyed this. But it does seem a little confusing starting up. So I'll rewatch hers and yeah, would like to play correctly if I'm going to play a game. So, but there's a lot to it. I think I started making a character and got it right away a little confused about something. But I believe the gentleman's Spanish, Alex T, and maybe some things get a little lost in translation, or I don't know, a transliteration maybe. But yeah, eventually I want to play that one. Call of Cthulhu. I do like the mystery type stuff. I guess this is more horror than mystery. But yeah, there's a couple solo ones for this I want to play through. I got a couple of those, and I think there's one in the Call of Cthulhu starter set that I have. Let's hold that off. Oop, there we go. Hit that. Okay. Another Chaosium starter set, the Pendragon one. Pick this up. Haven't played it, but yeah, I think this one here, Book 1, The Adventures of the Sword and Stone, is a solo game to basically go through the mechanics. So I need to do that. I do like this box set. I just haven't been able to do anything. And when I say that, I just keep buying stuff. This is what I was talking about early, Death Test. I played this back in 81, and I don't remember it anymore, so I'd like to play that again. There's 2 programmed adventures to use with the Fantasy Trip, Melee and Wizard. I know there's 2. So I guess both Death Test are in here? Yes. And then Death Test 2, the sequel. So that's neat. And then I don't know if you ever saw these. But yeah, they have these little counters, you know, that you put on your maps. Well, should be a map. Let's see. Maybe I'll have to. I might have to get a map hex thing, but you get the idea. I got a mat over there. So yeah, that's death test. That'll go with the melee. Never played this. Ton of tables in there. Matter of fact, that's what made me dig it out. Somebody mentioned this recently and about all the tables. No, I can't seem to. Oh yeah, there's some. But yeah, there's actually a lot right up there. So Errant. I don't think it's really a solo game, but it's like a procedure-heavy game. So there's a lot of tables. I don't know. Haven't ever played Rune Cairn. Have that. Solo rules in that one. Sandbox Generator by Atelier Clandestine. There we go. I did make a hex, like a little bit of a world with this thing, and it's pretty neat. Besides that, oh, here we go. There's the hex map generator that I believe, yes, it is part of Crusader Chronicle. The Basic Expert puts out that zine, and I've gotten every issue so far, at least on PDF. I mean to get the hard copies, but yeah, I probably will use this to make a world as well. I like the Basic Expert and what he brings to the table. But yeah, he seems to like old school OSR gaming. And let's see, will this pop up now? Let's see, it should be open to it. Nope, it's not. Hold on. Nope. Downloads. Yeah. I want to, as far as rules light, I like this, I don't know if you can read that, the original medieval fantasy adventure campaign, White Box, WIGHT. It's by the Basic Expert. But I guess it's basically if you had Melee and the original 3 little books, this would be like, you know, maybe the rules weren't laid out too well and you're just trying to figure out how to play. This was his interpretation of how to do that. And I saw it and thought right away, like, yeah, I'm going to play that. So I guess as far as rules lights, before I do the Melee, I want to do White Box and run a campaign, or, you know, run a, basically until my guys are dead, take like 3 adventurers through there and see what happens. So that's in the works. Man, I got a lot of stuff. I don't know, do you have a lot of stuff? There's some stuff for Shadow Dark. Nothing against that. Oh, okay, and then, yeah, then we'll get to the meat and potatoes of this, what'll be coming up immediately. Also, as far as, I don't know, I'm going to try to use White Box to do some basic adventuring kind of stuff. But also, I do like basic fantasy, extending armor class, basically. It's the only thing different. You know, I like that this is, you can just get all the free PDFs online, and I guess it's like BX, I think. But yeah, it, you know, if you go to their forums, you can get all the, oh, what do you want to call it? All the other classes and all the other stuff that the community makes for it. So I mean, it's pretty extensive in a way. Also, they have a lot of campaigns and stuff, and there was somebody that put some stuff together for solo play. So I want to do some solo play with this one. And also, I really like Castles and Crusades. I like the Siege engine. I like that it's, you know, a little bit, I guess, more modern. I don't know. You know, I haven't played enough of the old OSR games to really know. I guess I like the classes, you know. I like playing a monk. You know, like a lot of that is not really part of it. And I guess I just have never played like a monk-like character in the OSR much less played one solo. So yeah, maybe that's something to work for. Try to make something, but yeah, I got the player's handbook. I got other stuff, but that'll be in the works too. Also, to help with the dungeon delving, I got some deck of old school encounters before I get to where I need to go, and then if I get to the dungeon, I have this deck of mini dungeons, and I'd like to do, like I say, 3 characters, go through this, see what happens with all 3 of those type of systems, just to see how they feel solo. And then today, well, the next video, what I plan to do is I saw somebody did a review of Basin. A new gentleman has a channel, and I like mysteries. And he said playing this solo was sort of like reading a mystery book. So I am starting to make a character sheet. And I don't know if you just play with one person or if you have a couple. I don't know. But Anders Jarv, my 55-year-old private investigator whose motivation is to uncover truth, and his trauma is he heard the cry of a miling when he was looking for a lost child. He's a drug addict on the side, and yeah, he's 55, so he has 13 points to distribute with attributes. Logic being his key 1 that he could have at 5, and then his skills he has 14 points, and investigation is his key 1, so he can have that one at 3. And yeah, so starting to fill that out. And I guess we'll cover that in the next one. So, yeah, that's basically going through a pile of some of the stuff I have. I have a lot. I like Drive-Through RPG, and I like itch.io, and I think I know what I like now. I have I say I have a lot of stuff, but I don't know how you are with solo gaming. I think you got to kind of like feel out what you want or what you're comfortable with, and yeah, I kind of do like more, just rolling the dice. So I don't know if it's somehow a D20's part of it. I know this is all I think D6 mostly, but whatever. I'll give it a shot. Keep an open mind. But yeah, so quiet guy kept to himself, kind of tired. So I'm gonna work on this a little bit, and next one I guess we'll be doing a solo Thursday Child. Thanks.